Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. Y'all know y'all here. Anything I say is allegedly my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description. So a couple housekeeping things, some meat and potato items. It is for free to follow me. Follow, subscribe here, Anonymous Tea. Subscribe on Anonymous Tea Podcast. Follow me on the Tickety Talk because it is back, you guys, like it never left. It was only shut down for a few hours. And then it came back, just in time for the inauguration, y'all. And then, of course, follow me on the Instagrammy on AnonymousRealityTV. And it is free to always comment, to share my videos, to post links to my videos, to get it out there so people can see. So let's talk about Sunni's live, y'all. Let's talk about Sunni's live. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. It is sparking all types of foolishness, y'all. But I was like, you know what? I don't know what's being said. I don't know what's going on. Let me just listen for myself and try to see if I can kind of read between some of the lines. So we'll get the Moses stuff of it all out of the way. Number one, Moses is still in jail. So I guess Sunni had posted a video about her doing some of the, rehabbing, flipping houses, all that stuff, and how she goes into homes and different projects. And at the end of one of the episodes, there was Moses, I guess, there to surprise her. But I guess some people, I don't know who, but I guess it was put out there that he was released or that he was home for prison. And she was explaining that this was old footage. And that this was something that happened a while ago that she had been meaning to upload. And she said she has other content to upload as well. And she said that since all of that, she said that her sector, her business has expanded to not just cargo anymore, as far as transportation, but also people transportation. And so she said there's a lot going on as far as, being an entrepreneur. You don't really have a set schedule. Anything could be jumping at any time, any hour, that sort of thing. Is calling her situation with Moses love after lockup, y'all. And basically, said that, he's confirmed again that he's been locked up since August for the excessive traveling violation. Said that she's gone through all sorts of emotions, has gone through the shock, the anger, being upset, being mad, lots of sleepless nights, lots of stress, all the things. However, she's at a place, sounds like her and Moses are at a place now where they're smiling a lot more. They're happy a lot more. She says they're falling in love all over again and all these things. She called them a power couple. Now Sunni. What? Oh my gosh. But she called them a power couple. That's new to me. I don't know any power couples where the other man's in jail, but more power to you. Listen, dream big, y'all. So nonetheless, I'm trying to think what else. Said that there's going to be a couple's YouTube. Not sure if she's expanding on her existing one or if they're going to do a separate one. But she said that basically if Moses was out, she'd be awesome. My man. She'd be like, posting him everywhere and all this and that. And she said that she, when he gets out, wants them to sit down and do a YouTube and for him to tell his story, for him to tell everything that went wrong, lessons learned, and all this and that. Still said that they have some businesses together, but they have a lot of separate businesses together as well. Also, I'm trying to think if there was any other Sunni and Moses things before we get into what she said as it pertained to the show. Oh! Couple of questions had swirled around on whether or not she believes that Destiny allegedly snitched to get Moses locked up for the traveling violation. And so at first, Sunni was like, I don't really think so, I don't know anything about that, Then later on, she was like, I would have to look into that
And then later on, when they had referenced the scene from the previous episode where Destiny had a grin on her face, she was like, well, allegedly, what do hurt people do when they want to get revenge, when they want to be spiteful, when they want to get somebody back, and nothing's off the table. So I don't know about that. I mean, I guess we'll see on whether or not she finds out anything and whether or not she'll speak on it. But nonetheless, she also said as well, there's a lot of things that she has going on in the works. However, she doesn't want to say anything prematurely. She wants to wait till things are actually official and the ink is dry. However, the reason why is because she said that even though she has a lot of supporters, she said that there's a lot of people that are praying on her downfall, that are praying for her to still not be successful and all these things. So she said she's not going to say anything yet. Also shouted out the fact that her show Sunshine, I believe it's called, had 1 million views on Tubi, and she said that was with no promotion other than what she posted on social media. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Yeah, so let's get into the stuff that she said about the show. So first, she wanted to get into the matchmaking that Chris Fletcher allegedly was doing as it pertains to the setup of Trish and Martell. So she kind of goes back a little bit from the previous episode in which Kimmy is telling Mel about, Chris may have been involved in bringing Trish and Martell together and this and that, and then Mel confronting Chris. And basically, she was saying that, I'll say this and I'll go back to that. So she was essentially saying that she doesn't, she feels as though at this point, more than what you're letting on. You know more than what you're letting on, so why are you trying to play in people's faces on camera? How is it that you know exactly who this person is, know that they're always at this particular gym all the time, and know also that they might also be your cousin, so that you know directly who to contact and DM, and then also pointed out how the stories kept changing. First, it was supposed to be the DMs were supposed to be out working out together or working out at a gym together. However, y'all never made it to a gym. However, even Trish even said in one of the earlier episodes that she was on her way to the gym to meet Martell and instead made a beeline to his house. So that would indicate there was never a gym at the house to begin with. And you were at the house for some adult activities, and then it was, we didn't do anything, and then it was, well, we did watch Netflix, then it was, we did do some talking, but the whole time he talked about Mel. Like, the stories keep evolving into something else, and then Martell's telling people, oh, it was a one-time thing, oh, she's been at the house multiple times, da-da-da-da-da. What female friends of Martell do you know that is just over there, to have cheese and crumpets, y'all? Let's keep it a buck. That's bogus as it is, right? Then there was a couple of breaks Sunny took during this because I guess she saw the comments or the commentary on that previous live she did where she was chomping away at the chips, y'all, and had the water going and had all the stuff going on, the dog and everything else, and everybody was just trying to get to the tea, and you couldn't hear the tea because the crunchity crunch and the water, so she had stopped in the middle to turn off the water because the water, I don't know what happened, but she had to turn off the water, and then there was something else in the background that altered the sound or something, so then she went ahead and did that and changed up there. So from there also was a question that was asked about the Scotts and asked if Sunny had watched the live that Tisha and Marceau did, in which they were calling out production, calling them lazy and this and that, and Sunny was kind of like, well, they've been complaining about production for some time, and she said that she's curious to find out whether or not they got a call from production, because she said that's a direct shot. Like, you can't insinuate something like that. Like, that's a direct shot to Carlos King and his production team, because who else are you talking about? Which is what I said. There's no other production team that the Scotts are working with. So why would you say something like that on your live? That's why I think they did get a call, because Tisha changed the caption to, oh, the hardest working, da-da-da-da-da, but the damage is done. You said what you said. So then also, Sunny was asked about how did she feel about Destiny smirking and all this and that when Kimmy revealed that Moses was in fact locked up. Sunny said that when Destiny, was arrested and everything else, she wasn't laughing at Destiny, wasn't laughing at her pain and this and that. And, just felt it really just spoke to who Destiny was as a person, pulling that type of foolishness. And also, trying to think what else. Felt that Trish, as for the scene, felt and kind of referenced back to the girls' trip. Because she said that Trish came for her on the girls' trip as well. And she said that they were on mic, but not on camera, where Sunny just basically confronted her and was like, what's your issue with me? What's going on? And she just feels that Trish and Destiny both need to be on Ayanna Vanslad's Fix My Life because they've got so much anger, they've got so much drama, they got so much issues, so many problems where they just want to project all that negativity, all that energy onto other people instead of addressing what they're really upset about. And so she said that Trish is so aggressive, she's so broken, she's so damaged, and she's got so much stuff going in her head and stuff. And so she said also that Kimmy, Nell, and Tisha perhaps might have been there whenever Sunny had confronted Trish about all of this. And so I guess Trish then doubled down and was like, you know what? You're right. I need help. I need therapy, this and that. I take out on my anger on things I shouldn't. And so she just feels that Trish and Destiny are on this bandwagon theme as it pertains to it's easy for, Mel, for them to just continue to go into her and go after her. And then she feels with Destiny as well, she feels Destiny has nothing else to talk about and reaffirms again that Destiny would not be back on the show if it wasn't for her and Moses signing on. And that, it's funny how people want to dictate when Mel can stop talking about Martell and all this and that. However, you literally see in a clip where it's Destiny saying, I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And Sunny was like, she just felt that whole clip, that whole scene was just ratchet, was just ghetto, was just trifling, was just ugh. And, Sunny said that, anybody, if you get them to that point, can get down with the get down or go to that type of level, go to that gutter level, go to that ratchet level. But she basically said, listen, I'm not about that life. I am not about that life. At some point, you have to pick your battles. But she said where she's from in the loop, like if you did that, if you kept trying to incite, some type of reaction to somebody, she's like, you would have got, and I quote, stolen. Something would have went down because you're not about to just going to keep talking to people like that to get a rise. But I think that's intentional. I think this cast intentionally wants to try to get a rise out of Sunny and Mel, and they are hoping for them to do something that puts them at risk of losing it all. That is what they want because they are all pretenders. So they're looking for, anyway, even though Mel's the one that provided them this opportunity, it's not enough for them. Carlos checks are not enough for them. Kingdom Reign is not enough for them. They want more. And since they can't have more, they think doing all this devious stuff to try to throw Mel off of her own show, that they're somehow going to be satisfied and happy, when all that means is y'all can't keep Mel's name in your mouth anymore. You can't keep Sunny's name in your mouth anymore. Y'all are going to have to go after each other. So you've messed up your own situation because now you're going to have to put up or show up or the show's not going to last much longer. Then also, Sunny called out the hypocrisy, how the cast picks and chooses what they want to be upset about, that if Trish is hearing criticism from her so-called friends, she's on the mute challenge, but if Mel says something, all of a sudden she wants to make it World War III and all these things. And she said basically the whole cast as a whole do not like accountability, do not like responsibility for anything. And, also, Sunny said that she wishes that she would redo the reunion because she said that basically there's a lot that they didn't see, that they basically, when they filmed the reunion, it was still in the middle of the season airing. So that tells me that either they just saw clips to react to live at the reunion, or if they did see any episodes, that the episodes were not fully fleshed out yet. And they definitely didn't have the confessionals, because Kimmy kind of alluded to that if she saw what she's seeing now and what's being aired, it would have been a whole another level of turn up at the reunion of how spicy some people were talking. But I'm like, it's you with the audacity, because you're the one that's putting 20 on 10 for most of the basics of things as it pertains to Maurice. So make it make sense. They kept trying to probe for Sunny to reveal more, and she kept saying that she's going to reveal more as the episodes air, because she said that really she can't go into too much about what happened with this episode, because she said the full episode has to air of what takes place at this alleged bachelorette party. She did say that she could feel that the tension and everything else shifted, and that's why she was all like some hi, you know, all that stuff. She knew it was going to irritate some people and this and that. Felt that the reunion was very exhausting. Felt like she was going back and forth, kind of like a ping pong game. It's kind of like what her facial reactions was reminding me of. She did say she wasn't on set the entire reunion, that she was on the stage, the reunion stage, for certain segments, but she physically wasn't on the stage for the entirety of the reunion. Somebody asked who got more of the brunt of the reunion. Was it Mel or Martell? She didn't say anything. I would still think at the end of the day it would be Mel, because I would think at this point the Scotts would say, hey, we can make this whole Mel DUI lipstick thing a bigger issue and make it about her trying to pry in people's stuff, and we can give Martell another pass, because that could be, because, you know, this is Maurice Luther King talking. He probably was like, you know, let's just go after Mel this reunion. That way it can, you know, we don't have to have Martell release anything else about us. And then comes the interview with the plane anyways. So nonetheless, backfired if that's what their approach was. Asked Sunny what she felt about Tisha admitting on Carlos King's Mr. Mondays about seeing the revenge P and all that. And Sunny feels that is absolute BS. And she said that, you know, this is why Mel is so upset. She said Mel really feels abandoned. She was like, imagine, you know, these people, you got so hard to make this show happen. You got so hard to recommend these people and advocate for these people to be on the show. These people have been in your personal space outside of reality TV. They've been around your kids. They've been around your extended relatives. Y'all been on trips together. Y'all have had a lot of personal time together. And then y'all get on camera and this is how y'all act. Y'all allegedly know about the concubine for all this time. Some of y'all might have been on double dates with the concubine, allegedly, or while she was out, you know, while y'all were out doing y'all thing, whether it was in Atlanta or Vegas or wherever. And now y'all know about the revenge P2. And she's just like, Mel feels really abandoned. And she just doesn't understand, like, you know, this is why she has so much energy, because it's like, all y'all knew all this stuff and y'all sat there and said nothing. And that's my thing. I don't care at this point about like and dislike. It's about right and wrong. And it is wrong to know this type of information of how low somebody's ex-husband is trying to go, and y'all are on the mute challenge because you're jealous of Mel's fan base on a TV show. Like, are you kidding me right now? That is so lame. That is so gutter. That is so disgusting. And it just shows who you are as a person. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you know something out there that is very damaging, that's very detrimental to somebody, especially without somebody's knowledge or consent, and even after the fact, even after you knew all this stuff, y'all still went to bat for Martell after he got arrested. Y'all still went to bat for Martell after he got convicted. And it was only after Martell turned on y'all, y'all decided to admit y'all knew about the revenge P. But it wasn't anything else. Y'all didn't care that he got arrested. Y'all didn't care about the conviction. Nothing. Didn't check on Mel. Didn't check on the kids. See how she was doing. Nothing. It's disgusting behavior. It's diabolical behavior as far as I'm concerned. Also feels that if the show was not going on, that Trish would still be married to Marquez. She wouldn't even be entertaining or featuring this divorce. Feels that she still feels, you know, some type of love or whatever for Marquez, because how are you getting this angry and this upset with Mel over a joke if it's not true? feels that, she doesn't want to, Sunny said she doesn't want to speak too much about the other couples or their relationships and things like that, because she feels that the rest of the cast does that anyways. But she said that she's just specifically trying to answer questions that are being asked towards her. Also felt that the relationship between Martell and Mel, and not Martell and Mel, Martell and Destiny is very weird, because how can you now say that you are an alleged DV victim, but be around somebody who was convicted of DV and also have anger issues, also have issues with getting in women's faces and with elevated voices and all these things, doing that run up on Tisha. There's all these signs there of how problematic Martell is, and you continue to defend him all because you do not like Mel. And then you somehow, Sunny basically said that she still has some sort of weird affinity for Mel, even though she keeps trying to plot Mel's demise in ambush and everything else. Trying to think what else. Somebody asked if at the reunion if Kimmy said or referred to something about a video. Sunny said not to her knowledge. She said her issue with these reunions and just in general with reality TV, she just doesn't understand all the arguing back and forth, and there's no resolve, there's no conclusion. People are just looking for like a viral moment, basically. She's like, there's no moment of clarity. Nobody wants to, apologize and move forward and try to repair and pick up the pieces. And it's very exhausting. So then the other piece. So Sunny made a comment earlier on about how if it was her and Mel coming back, they would be a dynamic duo, or they would be running things if she knows then what she knows now, because she didn't realize how much people liked her or how many people were liking her, supporting her. I don't know about that though, Sunny, because I hope you don't get it misinterpreted that some people like you for the simple fact that they don't like Destiny, and some people like you for the fact that you're cool with Melody and that you haven't spoken bad on Melody. But out of that, you would have to really assess who really is a fan of you for you. Because the minute that something spicy is said about Mel, it is going to be HELL for you. So that's the piece. I'm just hoping you're having discernment to know that who's really into you for you and who's really for you just to get the tea, or just because right now you're cool with Mel. So that was that. Said that the reunion had a lot of tension, a lot of explosive, high tension moments. Was very flabbergasted. Also then wanted to clean up the Mel thing because people kept bringing it up. Like, how can you say that about Mel? Were you trying to break some tea? But I don't know if I interpret that comment like if her and Mel were coming back. I don't know. I don't know if she was just inserting herself in that. I don't know. But she said later on that she doesn't know if Mel is leaving the show. And she said that Mel is going to address what she wants to address at whatever point. So take of that with you will. Said that 2 people walked off the reunion stage. 1 person had receipts. The other person didn't. So not sure if that's a Marceau and Martell thing or a Mel and Tell thing again. Because I remember last time, remember the previous reunion regarding the custody battle. And the receipt was brought out that him and Sheree were in a business relationship, that it said it on the court document. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But I can't tell y'all how glad I am that this is about to be over. Because it's just, I mean, honestly, it's really exhausting. And it just really, you have to try to find a light at the end of the tunnel, because it's really just so negative. And it just really shows how low and bottom of the barrel people are willing to go to hurt somebody. And that's not what reality TV is supposed to be. They're supposed to be a happy ending. They're supposed to be a camaraderie or level of respect, even if you don't like them, even if you're not getting along with them. But there's a certain level you're not going to cross. There's a certain, bridge you're not going to cross. And I feel like this cast has gone beyond repair, that they need to recast everybody, because it's not sustainable with all the tea that everybody has on everyone, and then you keep bringing people on who have intimate relationships with the ex-husband of the main star of the show, and you're still trying to hope for some type of big altercation to happen. Like, it's weird behavior. But nonetheless, that's all that I had as far as Sunny went. That was a summary of her live. My questions to y'all: did any of y'all watch it? What is your takeaway? Do you think that she accidentally said Mel was leaving, or do you think she was just giving an example as far as her and Mel would be a dynamic duo if they were to do projects elsewhere? But I mean, she said loud and clear at the end that she felt as though she didn't know whether or not Mel was leaving, and Mel would say her own announcement. So I don't know. But the thing is, too, Sunny's already confirmed that she was leaving. So would she already know whether or not Mel's leaving? You know, that's up to be determined, you know? But nonetheless, that's all I got. That's all I got to say on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.